Wait, are we starting?
Did you want to start?
You're starting?
I'm starting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Starting?
No! I'm not ready! Okay, I'm ready. For the 8-bit show.
You're actually going to explode while doing this, you know?
It's a risk we're willing to take.
For your entertainment.
It's infotainment. How's it going, guys?
Is it?
Hey, we have information. And
It
it's
can be
entertainment.
informative.
Yeah.
Okay.
That being entertaining is very subjective.
Yeah, it's that part you should have problems with.
We do have information.
There's a lot that I have some problems with.
How's it going, guys? Doing good?
Good.
Good.
Yeah. Can't complain.
And good. Anything new going on? Any exciting, I don't know, anything? How's life treating y'all?
Because excitement is definitely... Well, there was like, for a little bit there yesterday, everyone thought Trump died. That was fun.
What? I didn't even hear about this.
It was just a thing. It was just a thing on Twitter. It was
on Twitter.
It was dumb, and obviously no one should have believed it. But you know, it was fun to make believe while we could.
That's what the internet's there for.
For make believing?
Yeah.
I guess you use it for that.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I mean, I feel like that those were. Well, okay, that's also the worst parts of the internet. Never mind when I think about it. I was thinking more like Flash games, you know? The good old days of the internet. The things that'll really date me.
Oh. Yeah, you're doing a good job of that.
Thank you. I try.
No problem, buddy. Here for you.
Yeah. Shall we get into the things then?
I guess we can. There are things.
There were a lot of things. It was actually kind of a, not like overly filled, but a good amount of news.
Oh, we got stuff.
Yeah.
See, we got info.
Some of it's just silly tidbits that I thought would be fun.
Yeah.
And I was right. To all you haters out there.
Like? Oh, me. You're talking to me, huh?
Yes. Specifically.
I was hating big time.
I was kind of hating it too. It was real cringy. So we all hated it.
Do you want to start? Should I start? We both got 5. We got an even, or not even. We got the same amount for once.
Yeah, you took one of mine.
I mean, is it taking one of
that?
yours if I put it there first?
Yes. Because you accuse me of that all the time.
I don't. I did it once and you've never let it go. That's what happened.
All the time.
Ceaseless.
Never hear the end. Remember that one time.
All right, then you go first.
I guess, since Andrew went first last time.
I always be going first last time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Which one do I want to start with? Well, let's start with the... I have some, like, good news.
Okay. You don't sound sure of yourself. Is it actually good news?
No, one of my things I think is wrong.
Uh-oh.
I was looking at the news things. But I have two, like, good news ones. First would be the Helldivers and Helldivers community.
Yeah.
Helldivers just came to Xbox. Just recently.
And Switch.
Did it hit Switch too?
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's actually true.
Xbox is all I know, because they just came, and it came with like the a Halo ODST war bond that you can get some Halo like stuff in there, and a little crossover stuff. But one of the coolest things out of it has been the community around it. They've been celebrating, of course. Helldivers on PC and PlayStation are celebrating a plethora of new soldiers to come and bear the trauma of being a soldier. No, it was all over the Helldivers subreddit are a bunch of posts from Xbox players with statements like, you know, how toxic gaming can be nowadays. This release was a breath of fresh air, and the community has been absolutely wonderful to interact with. I knew it was a good community when I accidentally pushed a button on a guy's backpack, and all he did was give me a hug and type, "Hold me, brother," as we lit up into a glorious liberation luminescence.
Nice.
A guy goes on to explain his coming out of like his first drop out of training, and how he saw the SOS beacon, and he summoned up two guys joined him like pretty quickly, both like really high level, and just started showering with like all the high level stuff like mech suits and quasar cannons and all this high level stuff, and just wanted him to play around with it, and then proceeded for the next 3 hours to walk him through the gameplay.
Nice.
So some veterans replying to some of it being like, "Yeah, I call in a mech, and they always get in like little puppies after a tennis ball." It's really cute. It's kind of like a good on Helldivers for the support they've shown, especially when oftentimes when you hear like Xbox joining a crowd or you know whatever joining, and it always becomes like an issue. Always hate each other.
Right. Does this show that the days of the console war they're over?
It should be. I mean, what it really shows is that Helldivers built up a game that's like, because it's like not really competitive in any sense, we're all working towards the same goal, and especially with like the big old grand missions and stuff, like you feel like you're working towards that goal. I think the community just shines. Ever since that game came out, the community has always been like pretty good. You rarely ever run across anybody who's like getting mad. Most of the time you're just like, you know, you set a fucking minefield down and everyone accidentally runs into it. It's just like, okay, well that's annoying, but like, we're Helldivers. It's number one injury on the job isn't like the enemies, it's friendly fire. Strafe runs and stuff like that blowing you up. It happens. It's always been a better community than most, and I think that just came down to the whole PvE format and not really having any PvP stuff.
Yeah.
And them doing like live service correctly in like every way and every step that they take.
Right. No, yeah, they built a great community. It's good to see that is continuing on. Not just after all this time, but then also on another platform, you know? It's good stuff.
Yeah. Bringing in like another community and stuff can always be like an iffy thing or whatever. I don't understand why most of the time, but it can be.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's just the like us versus them mentality, right?
It's just nice to see some of that community come together.
Yeah, definitely.
The gaming community gets a lot of flack for all of it.
Yeah. I haven't read any of like the user stuff or whatnot, but what I've seen from what people have been saying in like some news articles that I've been reading, it's just good stuff for the game. So good stuff for the community, like you said.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
Are you guys playing any more of that? Have you guys hopped in?
I need to get back on it.
Yeah,
I haven't played in a while.
There's supposed to be like some updates coming to it too, right? Some big ones. Or no? Oh, there's a secret there.
There kind of has been. I mean,
well, yeah, there's the continuing updates, right? But I thought I remember hearing, reading some news, maybe a few weeks ago, that there's something bigger than usual was coming. But I don't know. In other news, let's start here. Nintendo has apparently been discouraging some Switch 2 developers from developing for the Switch 2. Actively doing this. It's interesting because basically there's some developers out there who said that Nintendo has directly informed them that they should be developing for Switch 1 and then relying on backwards compatibility for their games to work on Switch 2. Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird, right? Like why would they do this? On top of that, what's really interesting is that indie companies are definitely getting their hands on development kits. We saw that big indie showcase direct that came out, was that 2 weeks ago now? And so, you know, it's weird because some of these developers, they've expressed their dissatisfaction with that, mainly seeming to point out that quote-unquote campfire game, which I don't know if you guys remember, was literally just you sit around a campfire and you have voice chat, which to me is like, yeah, that's nothing crazy. It's crazy that it's getting highlighted, but it's, you know, it's an idea. You know, you're gonna chat with some friends and do a virtual campfire, like, you know.
I would say it's more of just a virtual chat room, not really a game.
Well, there's other things you can do in the game. I don't think it's just that. So, but maybe it is. I don't know. I think I remember them saying like there's little features you're gonna have. So, even though calling it a game would still be a stretch, I think it's not. I don't think it's just a chat room. That being said, though, it does leave something to be desired. I still feel in terms of calling it a game, and them being able to get their hands on a kit. So yeah, I mean, I understand that can suck for developers. These are AAA developers that are saying this. They don't understand why Nintendo is doing this to them. I think this might have to do with availability of hardware, because it seems really odd for Nintendo to do that. And I think Nintendo is definitely going to prioritize indie developers over AAA developers, because when have AAA developers really helped them before? You know? They have.
When has AAA helped anybody?
Well, there's that too.
This is putting that out there.
Yeah.
That'll really help.
Well, yeah, I mean, just if you look at Nintendo's past, though, it's like, all right, you know, they have to prop up their own system because the newest AAA games aren't coming out there because it doesn't have the hardware to back it or whatever. And then there has always been kind of a propensity to just throw on something that was quickly ported and is actually crap. So yeah, I think, and on top of that, indie developers have been the only ones outside of Nintendo to push their hardware, their sales, right? So yeah. Monetarily, like, I think, you know, that's what it comes down to. Like, of course, Nintendo isn't gonna help you guys out. You never help them. So
it was litigious anyways. I mean, like, really, I don't know why you thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not upset because I'm sure. I mean, I don't think any developers were actually named, but I'm sure these were scummy AAA studios. We do know that there's AAA studios. That's about all that was said about what was going on. And yeah, let the indies get a chance, even if they have stupid ideas. At least they're doing something creative.
True.
And so, yeah.
Indie games are better typically. Very rare for a AAA game to come out and be any good.
Yeah. What you got? What you
another little bit of good news. In kind of a silly way. So this Chinese action RPG that's available on mobile is coming over to PC soon. And they decided to go ahead and get rid of all of their gacha mechanics in this transition. Of course, you know, this is being labeled as, oh, we're doing this because we love you. And obviously it's being done so they can sell in other markets, like the EU. But what that means, in their statement, they said that means players won't need to worry about spending money just to get characters. As for collecting resources, since dungeons no longer have stamina restrictions, players can play at their own pace. Our goal is to give back control to the players. So on top of removing like the paid for characters and all that, they're also scrapping the like time mechanism, stamina system that they had. So basically they're just unlocking the game to be like a full-on RPG. You'll be able to unlock the characters through, you know, gameplay and just playing the game instead of any kind of monetization.
That's interesting. I mean, I guess it's good overall, though, right?
I mean, yeah. Look, those games, those type of games, like, can be cool. Like the Genshin Impact and those games, they can be really cool. But like, how aggressive they are on like the gacha mechanic and stuff like that, it's like, it throws me off instantly.
Yeah,
because of how aggressive it is. But people fall for that stuff, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, as soon as I find out, like, oh, this is pay to win, like, heavily, I'm usually at the front door. Like, nope, I don't need to deal with this.
Yeah, it's nice to see something like, of course it's based on like market and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
still for them to be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drop all the like gotcha, the whole little gotcha system, the time wasting stuff that makes you wait to play more.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of all that stuff that like hinders a game, that gets in the way of a game, and let you like play. That's important. I'm sure because of this that they'll have more success than they would have before.
Yeah.
They said you know the short-term games will be smaller, but the like long-term should be better. People would be more willing to give them a chance.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's true. What's their game called again that this is happening on?
It's game.
Game the game. Brought to you by developers, the developers.
They made this game?
Duet Night Abyss.
Do It Night Abyss. Oh yeah, that does sound like one of those actually, just by name alone.
Yeah. Even by looks, you can tell it's a gacha game by like everything about it. But they're dropping all that, and that's really cool.
I like the way their website works. Actually, that's cool. Cool design. All right, I'll check them out more later. Just because, here's the thing, people. When you want to vote with your wallets and whatnot, you also need to make sure that you help out the people that do the things that you like. You can't just say that's cool and then not get their product, because that is only doing half of the voting with your wallets if you're not buying the things that you dislike for whatever reason, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Have to check it out. In other news, I have this really interesting article by Ari Notice over on
No, you don't.
Polygon. I think it's interesting.
Okay. My bad.
Let's hear him out.
So, basically, he has talked to some developers who have pushed out their games, specifically indie developers, because of Silksong being the release date being announced so soon. It's for some of these developers to reconsider when they're putting out their game. He also talks about how, you know, from his side, trying to create media content and whatnot, they have to plan out their months for what's going on with video game releases. And because of that, it kind of throws a wrench into some of their plans as well when games are shadow dropped, or like Silksong nearly shadow dropped. So this is an interesting thing because there was a lot of outlash that happened with Oblivion, basically receiving the same sort of treatment in the press and from gamers at large, saying, or I should say developers at large, saying that you know, it was something that that impacted them. So yeah, I mean, I know this is unique because this is probably one of the biggest indie releases to come out in a long time. The amount of attention that it's garnered is kind of ridiculous. But is that something that, I mean, when we look at the way we know how this game was developed, right? We talked about this last week, how it was just kind of like, then we wanted to add this and we wanted to add this, and it spiraled out of control, and we didn't know when to stop until we finally said, all right, we have to stop. You know, we have something complete here. Let's put it out finally. And when something like that happens, like, how long do you hold on to what you have that's complete before you release it? Because, I mean, sitting on it, like, I don't think that's exactly beneficial either. That doesn't help anybody, right? Gamers aren't getting the game that they want. Developers aren't getting paid for the thing that they worked hard for. So, you know, I think at least for Hollow Knight, it might be a different bag altogether. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's difficult when a game like that does do something like that.
Yeah, like, sorry, go ahead.
But I don't know if like, yeah, I guess Hollow Knight Silksong is coming out soon, but it's also been teased for years. Like, I guess there's something to be said about people losing out and having to change their dates and stuff, but is that, I don't know if it doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
Well, it's lost money for these companies, right? These indies. That was a big complaint last time too with Oblivion Remaster, that all these RPGs are going to lose out on their money.
Also, but some of the ones that I've seen that have like backed away, I don't know if they should have backed away. They're serving like different indie markets.
That's what I'm saying.
Like some of them were like different games. Like okay, a lot of people are probably gonna hop on Silksong, but I'm not one of them. I probably won't hop on to Silksong for a while. I mean, I like Metroidvania games, but it's also been teased for years, and I wasn't like, the first one was fine, but there's other ones I like more. I'm more excited for like the new Bloodstained. Yeah. So I don't know if all of them should have moved.
No, that's the thing.
I think there's a bigger deal with like, I understand more in like the AAA market when like they're moving away from, like, you have like the bigger developers wanting to move away from like the Grand Theft Auto release. And that doesn't come from like being AAA. That comes from like Grand Theft Auto being Grand Theft Auto. That takes from everybody.
Yeah. But I mean, is that so different than what Silksong is gonna possibly do to indies?
Not, but I, like I said, I just don't see, like, some of them fit such different markets that I don't see some of them having needed to move.
I mean, here's the thing. I think honestly that a game like this is coming out, you might be able to undercut the price as an indie developer if you have a really good idea, and now might be the time where you get that extra highlight, because somebody who maybe doesn't have the money to go spend on Silksong might want to pick up a game for half the price that's, you know, in the same genre. And I feel like that's kind of what happened with Claire Obscura, right? Like, it was such a standout when Oblivion came out, Oblivion Remastered, that it obviously did not have that problem that all these developers were worried about. I understand the concern, but I think if you have a good enough game,
it won't really matter.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be okay. And I get it. Like, you don't know if you have a good enough game, right? Like, that's the worry the entire time. Like, am I building something that people are going to like? Yeah. You know, you can't account for taste. So I get that in a sense as well. But it's just one of those things where, I mean, it's like developers are saying, no, you can't put out your game until, you know, everything that's already been planned out from every other studio has come out. You know, what are you supposed to do?
There's the point that like that it comes down to strategy when you release your game, right? Like,
yeah,
that is a thing.
That is a thing, for sure. But
you also have to plan for the surprises, like.
Exactly. That's another good point. I mean, the world doesn't run smoothly, so.
No, like, what is it? The best thing I've heard is like no plan ever goes 100% as planned.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So
for sure.
Why, like, you need to plan for the inevitable. Oh, hey, this isn't working.
Yeah.
The way we thought it was gonna.
Yeah. Yep. You have to plan for the unknowns. So yeah, and I mean, honestly, when it comes to like gaming news, people that have to deal with this, like this, it's extra content that you like. Yeah, you're gonna have to work harder. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't think this is that big of a deal. Like, I don't think there's anything about the industry that needs to have games with short lead times absolutely go away. I don't think
so. You can review all your games. No, man. That's why there's other people reviewing games.
Yeah,
because you didn't have the time to review games.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, that should be a fine thing. If your whole thing is reviewing every new game, then you should probably rethink your strategy. Maybe focus.
I mean, for a bigger company, it's like, yeah, that's what they want to do, right? But they also will have the resources to be like, hey, we don't want you on the new game that probably only a handful of people are going to buy because they just announced Silksong, so why don't you get on over to playing this here? Yeah. Do something. Yeah, they got the resources, so.
Focus on a type of game.
Yeah.
I know so many creators who have done that and been like super successful. Was it that guy, the YouTuber Matty Plays? Like, he basically just did like reviews for his style games and like glazed Microsoft a bunch, or Bethesda a bunch, and all their game, because he was a big fan of Fallout and, you know, Elder Scrolls, which is fine. But that's like where he started, and he focused on, and he's spanned out a bit from there. But like, when it comes to like knowing him as a content creator, I can trust like his other reviews on whether or not I'm going to like it based on his opinion, because I know his opinion really well about that one genre of game.
Yeah.
Like, I already know where his head's at when it comes to telling me about a game.
Yep.
And what his favorite games are. I
mean, that's why, honestly, I like, it's, I don't really read reviews anymore from these websites, any of them per se.
I still read reviews quite a lot.
I mainly, I mean, I'll read them, but I don't take them to heart. Like, I'm looking more for like the factual information from reviews, right? But when it comes to opinions, right now, I'm pretty much, I look at the Player One podcast and the CADcast, because I've listened to them for so long, and when it comes to certain genres, I know which one of those podcasters that my opinions align with, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I like to read ones that I don't necessarily agree with either, or that my opinions vary and differ from. Like Sterling's one of those She likes a bunch of games that I wouldn't normally play or anything.
Yeah.
But I like to listen to their review, just because they talk about some of the other aspects of a game that matter to me.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
don't know. There's also just like seeing different people's opinions. Oh, they like cozy games more or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I know they're going to be more praising of that type of game. If I don't like that type of game, I probably shouldn't just listen to them on reviews.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's all circumstantial. But yeah, it's something that I think you gotta get used to over time.
Liking a game is subjective. You gotta like find the ones that match to your tastes.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be like listening to the reviews as whether or not you're gonna buy.
How far down did I fall? Jesus Christ.
All the way.
Apparently. All right.
How far you've fallen.
Take it away with what you got next.
A little update on a like legal case that we had brought up
A legal case.
not too long ago.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, but the news for it wasn't reported too long ago. This guy got convicted for setting up a like kill switch, like a malware kill switch at his like employer that was to like automatically go off if he left.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
If basically he got if he got taken out of enabled in Active Directory, it would automatically trigger, and it would like delete codes and lock out people and stuff like that. It was a pretty big thing. He finally got sentenced just fairly recently to 4 years in prison. Some of that will be time served, as he's already been in there for a little while. But
yeah. Wow. Yeah. This is the thing. Like, I think it's kind of scary to get outside development right now. Because some of these people, they're so smart, they're so clever.
Well, this guy worked with these people for like a while, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. You can't tell. Even like you know, I don't know who was the shittier entity in this whole thing, but I mean that's just got to be shitty as a developer either which way, to have malware injected into, you know, your project or even your company by somebody who you trusted at some point, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, the you know, developers can be extremely clever. I mean, having first off, why they gave him access to be able to read Active Directory like that, weird. But you know, it might be that was probably just an oversight where they just didn't think about locking that down. A lot of companies don't. But it's still, even having that access, that's pretty clever to build that in. Honestly speaking, it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's a sneaky little thing, but also like I fight not to like praise what he did or anything, but damn it, that's pretty fucking funny. Like set up a whole kill switch to just like delete files, lock people out of their system, just cause like chaos for what would amount to like half a day.
Well, it depends.
But though, like that half a day for the whole business is why he's in trouble, because that amounted to a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of man hours. If your business shuts down for an hour or two, that's a lot of man hours lost.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Like, there's reasons he got in trouble for it, but yeah, it's the same. Like, God, that's so kind of funny. That's so kind of just a little hilarious. Like, screw you, company. Boom. I've been mad at being fired before, but that takes the cake.
I agree. It's one of those things where if you're going to do that, you're probably going to get caught because there's enough auditing going around, even with like these audit trails turned off. There's enough that people can look at and be like, oh, here's what happened.
Yeah.
That if you're going to do something like that, like just do something funny, you know, like change everyone's background.
Put a virus that just like puts everything on, like puts a video up that gets in the way of everything.
Yeah, you know,
that's gonna take like, you know, maybe an hour or two for like the IT to fix. No one's really losing anything.
Well, I mean, just make it so that, you know, once you close it, it's fine. You know, whatever, you know, you can have it do something dumb.
It's just gonna pop up every 15 minutes.
Yeah, this way at least you're not getting, you know, sued and you know, having to pay this money and whatnot, because there can be actual damages. When you want to do this sort of stuff, you got to really think about.
Well, especially depending on what type of business you're working in, like
yeah,
a little bit of time could also like cost people lives.
That's very true. I'm not condoning this stuff. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, think about the ramifications. Like,
it's just silly. It feels kind of like from a movie, right? Like this guy watched like Hackers. He's like, yeah, there's a guy from Hackers. I'm gonna do that, and he did.
Yeah.
It's just really dumb idea.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, do I have...
but yeah, that's it. Little update on that.
I don't have anything silly like that. I guess I have something interesting. Some PlayStation Sony news. Uh-oh. Oh. Did my browser just freak out? No, it just refreshed the page for no reason. Okay, cool. Whatever. Thanks, computer. You're doing great today.
You're welcome, Forky.
Holy shit, did your computer just start?
Okay, so Sony is reportedly starting to look into what they're going to do for the PS6. It's probably been going on for a bit, honestly. So probably within the next few years we'll see something. But there are rumors coming out that now that, you know, we're in kind of this diminishing returns sort of era of hardware, where until we see some new technology that's going to make a huge leap. Right now we're looking at a lot of the same graphical prowess, you know, generation to generation. There isn't nearly as big of a leap as there was before, right? So with that, Sony might be finally looking at creating a handheld, much in the style of the Switch. Here's the thing. As much as I don't think that Sony really has, or Sony's in a position to do that sort of stuff with the Portal, they prove that there is an audience, a large enough audience out there that wants this sort of ability, the ability to play games when and where they want. So I think if they go down this route, I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. But it also might not be the greatest. We'll have to see what these specs are. Reportedly, there's going to be like a version of the PlayStation 6 that's going to have all the bells and whistles, not going to be dockable at all. There's going to be another version of the Switch that's going to have pared down hardware, you know, something a little less powerful, but we'll still be able to play all the games. and then this portable version, which will have the same sort of hardware as the previous one that I mentioned, but in a dockable mode or whatever, dockable format. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's interesting if they want to take Nintendo head on. It's something that I mean, we know Xbox is going the route that they have. So we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna see that in the same sort of way directly from Xbox. But for Sony to try to take on Nintendo, that'll be interesting. And it could be a huge success, but it might not be. It all depends on what the people want, I suppose. I don't know. Would you guys be interested in that? Would it depend purely on the price?
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be my, like, number one thing that I would look at for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that, but like, Xbox just tried it recently with the Ally thing.
Well, that wasn't actually Microsoft, so.
I actually dropped that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They showed it at the Microsoft thing, didn't they?
Yeah, but it wasn't, like, Microsoft didn't make the hardware. That was Asus, right? Because it's the previous iteration of that was ROG Ally, I think. So this is just kind of another. That was a kind of another version that was Microsoft's backed. Because yeah, Asus has used that Ally name for a while. Ooh, that one hurt. Oh, I'm gonna die. Shoot, run. But yeah, that one was definitely more backed by Microsoft than anything else that's come before. And that's kind of the rumors that Microsoft is going to be backing more of that sort of hardware from these third-party developers. They're exiting. They're not pushing their own hardware as much, and they're going to treat it more like Windows, right? Where, yeah, they're going to work with these hardware developers to make sure there's compatibility and all this other stuff. But they're not the ones that are going to be releasing. They're not going to hold the market on these consoles.
Like, I like that the Ally thing because it had like the, you know, your Steam and all that stuff. So I think if PlayStation could do something like that, it'd help them out a lot.
Oh yeah, totally.
But would they? It's PlayStation we're talking about.
Well, the thing is that it really depends on the price point. It depends on what they're going to do. They if they're going to do it, they need to bring something into the fold that, like you said, if it has Steam on it as well, like they're willing to open it up and say, hey, yeah, here you can play all the PlayStation exclusive games and you can download Steam games. That might be enough to like push something where people can then will actually buy it. But yeah, I guess they just have to figure out, is that gonna take away too much money from their own stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Which, again, I think we live in the era where that's not gonna be as big of a thing. So maybe not. Maybe.
I mean, the console war thing needs to die already.
Yeah.
Just
agreed.
In general, I know, like I'm not saying this as like, oh, consoles suck. I'm saying it as in like it shouldn't matter what console you purchase.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than like a few maybe minor things. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with having like first party stuff being, you know, exclusively available on that.
No, yeah, I understand it.
That's something to people for like what it used to be. Like that's how you decided who you wanted to like.
Yeah, if there are games coming out on that console that you couldn't get anywhere else, then that's how you decide what console you want. Yeah, exactly. Like,
but other than like
first party
games, it shouldn't really be a thing, and then in that sense, it shouldn't really be a fight or like a war, or you know, like it's dumb to begin with.
No,
and it's even dumber now.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, that was the thing, is I feel like, you know, it's something that was kind of instilled in us in these ad campaigns that were fed to us when we were children. You know, and it's bred brand loyalty, which is stupid to begin with. Right?
Yeah.
Because
like I can like Nintendo games, but I can also go, hey, Nintendo sucks for a number of their business practices.
Even you can even
controversial thing to say,
like even just something stupid where you're just, you know, I like Nintendo games, but this game is absolute garbage from them. You know, I feel like there's people who aren't even willing to say that, or at least they used to not be. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, bottom line though is that it's something that if you've held on to that mentality, I really do not understand it. And I don't think, you know, the newer generations have as much of that going on. And maybe part of that's because that sort of campaigning doesn't really happen anymore. So yeah, the sooner we can get away from it, and the sooner, you know, all games can be on all platforms, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I feel like Nintendo will be the last one, though, to hold out for sure.
Oh, yes. Almost assuredly.
Yeah, well, at this point, they kind of have to. That is kind of how they have to survive. Until they can figure out how to pivot it, that is how they have to survive. But yeah, so we'll see what Sony finally announces for the PlayStation 6. I mean, these rumors are going to start coming out now, and I feel like it's not going to be until at least 2 years from now that we're actually looking at what's going to be coming with the hardware.
It should still be a while. I mean, no one can get their hands on a PS5. I don't know why.
Well, on top of that, they're just not selling. If anything, the only reason why Sony will want to bring it out sooner is because they can't sell anymore. But I don't think that's a fault of the hardware at this point.
No, it's definitely not the fault of the hardware.
But can I do my next one, because it's also PlayStation related?
Sure.
Okay. That being said, PlayStation boss says company now wants to do much more rigorous and more frequent testing after Concord's failure, which is good. I think they need to do this so that they don't.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, this is just for gamers. Like, honestly, like, I'm coming at this as like a view of. It really sucks for the people who really enjoyed Concord that then just had the game taken away from them, right?
Yeah, even though they were not many.
Yeah, even though there weren't many, it still sucks to be like, oh, I'm really enjoying this game, and then, hey, guess what? It's going away. Yeah, you'll get your money back, but and I get it from Sony's side too. You didn't have the player base to have your game work properly. So, okay, like, yeah, you're probably not going to make the return on investment. Why continue putting effort into it when you don't even have the player base to start out with, right? It's
this is part of the whole, like, stop killing games, but like, hey, like, give us something there. like, don't just take it off completely.
Well, but I mean yeah, that's the thing. That right there. I mean, it's another issue with the stop killing games, because I mean, as soon as that money is poured into the servers, like, how long do you keep that around? You can only keep it around probably like at a month maximum. But it also might not make sense to do that, because depending on the way that they pay for their servers, they might be able to shift that over to a different game. So it's one of those things where, you know, if by the first week your game is making shit for money, nobody's playing it, it's hard not to, I think, and developer, whether you're indie or AAA, to not look at that and go, this needs to go away, like, immediately. There's no point in keeping it around. There's no point in spending any more time on it. It's better to give the money back.
True. But if you designed it in a way that, like, at least enabled a little bit of it, like I said, even if it was just like an arena that you could play by yourself, like the training facility or whatever, at least it would be something.
Yeah, but how much more money would that game have lost if they had to spend the extra time to put that into the game? You know?
You keep saying extra time like it's a huge amount.
It could be.
Okay, but we have Splitgate, a like way small developer who has not a lot of funds, whose last game Splitgate 2 has been off to such a bad start that they had to like pull it and be like, yeah, we're gonna work on it some more. Release like something after the fact. They didn't plan for it, but they're gonna go ahead and change their servers to peer-to-peer. Like, that whole argument that it takes so much time and money is being proven more and more wrong by more and more game developers just like adding it on.
It depends on the game. It depends on how it was developed. There's a lot of it depends. Just because a game and a developer can pivot that doesn't mean that the next game that comes along will be able to do that. So it's one of those things where it's very much a case by case basis. Because
I'm saying that it's for every studio, if started from the beginning, a negligible cost that would be included in the plan to begin with. So it wouldn't even be a loss.
But that's the thing, you're saying it's a negligible cost when, if this is the plan to begin with, right? If you build in something into your game that's saying, okay, we're going to do this, that is taking up time. But it's hard to pinpoint how much of that time, because every iteration that you have of your game, you're going to have to spend, maybe it's not a whole lot of time every time, but you're going to spend time making sure that the bugs are ironed out, for that end of life thing. So yeah, it's hard to quantify that amount of time when you do it that way, because it's, 30 minutes here, an hour there, whatever it may be, to fix bugs. Because every time that you introduce code, inevitably there's going to be something else that pops up, right? So when you do it that way, like, yeah, those costs seem negligible because it's so hard to pinpoint where that is. It's every feature that you throw into your game does something like that. And depending on how... But you don't have to have
the perfect... Again, you don't have to have, like, everything be available for end of play. So even if your life plan is to have one thing available, the arena, for instance...
but you still have to make sure that works.
And at a certain point, you don't have to worry about it anymore. And if it's part of your plan, it's not a loss. It should be something you're accounting.
But it is still part of a loss, right? Even if you do have to account for it, it's still something.
No more than any other business. No more than anything else you're doing. No more than art asset. No more than marketing. Well, marketing takes up the biggest amount of everything. So,
I mean, but it is still a cost. One way or another, it is a cost that you do have to deal with if you're going to go that route, right?
Yeah, I guess. But as more and more smaller developers are proving, it can't be that much of one when they're all doing it.
But you're comparing apples to oranges here, just because an indie developer, I mean, a lot of times indie developers don't have as many features as what's thrown into bigger games, right? Just because of the nature of the beast. They don't have the funds to go ahead and say, we're going to have all these different things that we're putting into the game. We're building our core game and we're building our stages and that's it. Like, their gameplay loop is simple. They might have a lot of content in there, but you know, sometimes features are lacking for indie games, which is fine because they deliver on that content front. So it's different depending on the game. That's what I'm saying, is that you can't just say that can apply to every single game, because every single game is developed differently.
Yeah, and different plans and models would be based around those things. It's not, my point is, it's not like a huge thing. Not nearly as big as these people make it, like these corporations, and by far the loudest ones, these rich corporations spending billions fighting for it.
No, and that's something that, you know, these bigger companies, they can definitely afford. It's I think when it comes to these AAA
who are fighting it the most.
Well, I think you have to be careful about the way that this is all done and whatnot, because I don't think it's fair to do a blanket statement for how this can be treated, right? Because of course indie developers, the way that they're looking at their game is obviously different than what these AAA developers want, right? Like, their main focus is the money. Indie game developers, they want to be able to get their game out. Usually that's the goal. I won't say that that's always it. Sometimes they just want to build something that they themselves like Balacho, right? And it just happens to catch on. But that being said, okay, so with Concord going away and whatnot, Sony wants to put in more checks into their game. That means things are going to be reviewed. Things are going to be tested more, and they're also going to be what's the word? They're actually going to be, you know, like, given to gamers to, like, not do play testing, but just not quality assurance. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
You know what I mean, though, right? They're actually going to do some I guess focus group stuff. I don't know what the term is that I'm looking for, but they're actually going to have gamers play the game to make sure that it's actually fun before they release it to the wider world, that people are enjoying it. Because what it sounds like is that with Concord, they kind of gave this group like total control over their game, didn't do any checks on it, and just let it kind of roll. They had a completely hands-off approach to this developer. That, you know, even though
that was one of its issues.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think you should be micromanaging, but yeah, you probably need maybe some better oversight if this is what's happening. They did say that they do want to, they're not going to be focusing on games as a service, free-to-play games as much. That's not they're not looking down that path anymore, which is good. And they want to have a bigger attention on new IP, which is something I think that both Sony and Microsoft need really badly.
Yeah, I mean, the market in general needs that.
Well, I mean,
I'm all like, I love Resident Evil like as much as the next person, but like, we're on 9.
Right.
But Capcom is also releasing a new IP. They're at least trying something.
Well, I think it's something that, you know, these you know, Sony and Microsoft really need to look at, because they're just not, they don't have good IP for themselves lately, you know, or for a while, I should say. I mean, Halo feels old now, and I don't think the refresh that they've tried has been as successful as they would hope. I don't think it was like the worst thing, but and I mean, Sony did great with what's it called, Astro Boy, right? Was that it?
Yeah. Astro Boy was a huge success.
Yeah. So they need more like that, because it obviously shows they just need to come out with good, eye-catching IP of today. Like, I'm sorry, it's going to be hard for you to create. Like, I know that Nintendo has this thing of, yeah, they can rely on their Marios and their Zeldas for all of eternity. But they have managed to do something that very few companies can do, which is capture that sort of everlong IP. It never goes old for whatever reason, you know. That's magic in a bottle. You can't rely on that.
Well, they haven't really been able to reproduce it, so I don't know why you think you could.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I mean, they do have more than any other gaming company, for sure.
Yeah,
but
look at when the newest one. Look at when the newest one of their classic characters came out. It hasn't been that long,
right?
For them.
So, yeah, I hope Sony can make some more good IP, because I think that can breed some innovation too, which they sorely needed across.
They keep trying. They did like little. They did like the Sackboy.
That's true.
But that didn't work out.
Well, I think that did.
That didn't catch on as much.
Yeah.
They didn't catch on as much as they wanted it to. But they also never really took it.
Exactly. I think they tried to rest on its laurels too much, and they didn't push it where they could have. You know.
Laurel resting. Everyone hates laurel resting.
That's true. That's all I got though for the Sony stuff. So.
Okay. Let's see. What else did I have?
Battlefield?
I guess the Battlefield stuff is it, huh?
Yeah, that's what I got here.
Yeah, Battlefield has kind of apologized for having to use a kernel level access anti-cheat. And they know it sucks because some people's PCs can't handle it, and they wish everyone could play it, but you know, it's do that or not have good anti-cheat.
My problem here is there is no good anti-cheat. It's how I feel. I mean, I get it. It's one of those things where if you don't include it, it runs rampant, right?
They do say some metrics in their report. Said that they had already prevented 330,000 attempts to cheat and tamper with the controls. But at the same time, EA said players have reported 104,000 instances of cheating using in-game tools, providing evidence.
So that right there shows that it's not doing enough to even combat the base level.
Yeah, I mean it's taking a quarter of it, right? Roughly.
Yeah, roughly a quarter. Yeah.
Is not being caught. Of course, this is like I don't know what to put on these metrics. Like, okay, so it's players that have reported instances. Are these confirmed cases of?
That's true, right? Because I mean,
they just say that they're using like evidence. They have have evidence when they report it or whatever. But then prevented. Their prevented number is to cheat or tamper with. And is that like just some people's computers being considered to try and tamper with it? So there's a good number, like.
Well, plus how many are false reports on top of that, right? Like,
yeah. There's some like questions about those numbers just in general, but still, it's okay. Now, also, what would the numbers look like if you didn't have that and you used like a normal anti-cheat system?
Would it be worse? Would it be better? Like, yeah, that's
unfortunately these games are always gonna have these issues. It's never gonna not be there.
Yeah, combating it it's difficult. I understand that it's a hard position to be put in, because if you have too many cheaters running rampant on your game, people aren't gonna want to play. Like, they might pick it up for a bit, but like, look at the way that is it Battlefront? I think so. I think it's Star Wars Battlefront, right? The way that
sounds right.
That people had started rediscovering the game, and then immediately it fell off again because cheating was so rampant on the game. Still, like, it never got solved. It's amazing that there were still people playing. So I get it. It's difficult, but I just don't think that these anti-cheat systems are working. There needs to be a different solution that happens, and I don't know what that is. I wish I could offer up an idea.
I don't feel like it's gonna fall in the kernel level, or at least they should stop looking there for it and find something that's gonna work without that.
Yeah, right.
It's first off, it's gonna negatively affect your sales regardless of what you do, even if it works perfectly, because there's just gonna be a subset of people who will not do it. They will not give you that much access to their system.
Yeah.
Period. And you know, rightfully so.
Right.
Not like you've proven yourselves worthy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the anti-cheat stuff. I wish that I can play games without it. It's just an unfortunate thing that I have to deal with. Because I like too many games that do end up having it. Unfortunately. But yeah, I think the world would be much better if a different solution was found.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you do?
You
That's
make a lot
question.
of money.
I wish I could figure it out. I think it's gonna have to end up being something on the server side that ends up happening.
Yeah, they would have to make their system a little less secure. And there's no way in hell they're doing that.
Yeah.
And rightfully so in some cases. They have way more information. And all yours.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, I just hope they don't have to, like, they need to find something. But from all accounts, the people who do get a play say it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it's great. Yeah.
It'll probably still sell, regardless of its issues.
Yeah, I think so. Again, it's going to suck for people that don't, but that's also the unfortunate reality of gaming, is that you do have to upgrade eventually. New technologies that come out, whether it be security based or, performance based. It's a thing. Last thing here.
What you got?
So, a new set of Diablo developers have joined the CWA, the Communication Workers of America. 450 developers have now unionized.
This is the thing you stole from me, by the way.
I figured.
I love talking unions.
Right.
And you took that privilege away from me.
I'm sorry. You can still talk about it. I do got a good quote here. I like this. That was like it came out in the press release that CWA put out. Quote: my entire career as a developer has seen my peers and I paying the quote pension tax for working in an industry that we love. At some point, you have to choose between fight or flight, and forming a union is us doing that. Is doing just that, standing our ground in the industry. That was Nav Body, Team 3 senior software engineer and organizing committee member. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see them. It's good to see this happening more and more. As they pointed out in here, this is happening a lot in California because there's more support there.
There's more people like doing the groundwork.
Yeah, there's more contacts to start doing that groundwork if that's what you want to do. It's in a lot of ways it's just easier.
If you want to do this in your own city, it is possible.
It is, and
look into it.
Since we'll have the link to this article in the description, if you're interested in that, you can visit this page where they put out the press release. They have a link down at the bottom where you can speak to an organizer, so you can start to get it set up on your own terms for your own company and your own people. So
if you don't have anyone there doing it, then do it yourself.
Yep. I know it's a lot of work, you know, being an organizer is a lot of work, but one of the things is start talking to people you work with to help offload that, and you guys can achieve something great together.
But those resources can help you with that stuff too.
Exactly.
And yeah, do it. Take back the power.
Another little note here, another quote, I should say, was what Ryan Littleton said, also from Team 3 game designer. He said, the day after the third or fourth round of mass layoffs, I walked into the office, and when I tried to open the door to the cafeteria, my badge was denied. For a moment, I wondered if getting breakfast was how I'd find out I was a part of that round. Well, luckily, that was just a technical issue. None of us should have to live with that constant worry that we might be let go at the drop of a hat. A union allows us to organize across the industry to make great games and protect the developers who create them from the constant pressures of layoff, pension tax, and crunch. So, yeah. I love that they're including quotes here from developers who are also the organizing committee members. That just shows why they want to do this. So yeah, good on them. Always glad to hear when developers can get some of their own back, you know?
Yeah, unionization is great, and not even just in gaming, just in general.
Oh yeah.
Take back the power. Yeah, I think that's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I got. Onward to the...
Yeah, that's all I got too.
Oh, good.
Stuff.
Who wants to start with their weeks then? Shit.
Well, why don't you go first?
Me?
I went first for news.
No. Oh, that's true.
Oh, you were gonna say no, you didn't. Like I didn't know.
Like I did.
Like I didn't know I did that. You're trying to gaslight me over here.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to gaslight you. I would never do that. I'm gaslighting you actively now. So let's see. I'm playing Hollow Knight here. just because I never played through it all. So I'm at least gonna try to check it out fully before the new one. Oh, I'm loving it so far.
See,
I mean, it's the art style that's really
everyone went for Hollow Knight, but I fell for Oni or Ori at that time. They came around the same, and so
that's fair. The Ori's really good too. But oh my god, like that's the thing is I'm waiting to see, because I hear that it's actually like as you go on that it just gets better and better, which is something that I felt with Ori. So if that's the case, I can't wait. And I think part of that is the way that they establish mechanics. Like, it's not just on the story level, but mechanically speaking, the game manages to stay fresh. So let's see. I'm scared.
That's cool.
What else? Okay, TV shows. There's a TV show or something that
was there?
I watched or didn't watch, or a movie. Was there a movie?
Well, I imagine there's a number of movies that you didn't watch.
That's true. There were a lot of those. What am I thinking of here?
Yeah, at this point, I really don't know. You've spit out a lot of stuff, buddy.
I talked about Superman last week, right?
Yeah, you did.
I'm really trying to think here. What was it? There was something new that I saw. I'm drawing a blank now. I should have wrote this down. There was something very poignant last night where I was like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure I talk about this. I don't know. It's lost me. It's completely lost me. Oh, but you know what? I did finish Daredevil.
Okay. What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good, honestly.
I mean, it sets up for a really exciting, like, next season.
Yeah, definitely. I you know, when you guys said that he doesn't put on the outfit till the end of the show, that's not exactly true. It was right after the bank episode was when he first puts it on. So it's nearly half of the season. Nearly halfway through when he first puts it on.
Yeah. It's already like the end.
I mean, it's a show called Daredevil, it's not a show called Matt Murdock for most of the show.
It's true. But I think that the pacing for that, it makes sense for the grander story. Which I wasn't like absolutely crazy about, but it wasn't bad. Right? So yeah, I definitely want to see more actual Daredevil.
Like I said, it sets up for a really exciting second half.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating that they would break it down like that. I much prefer shows that have like one season is one story. And maybe have like a little bit of tie-ins and stuff, you know? Like, you can have overarching mysteries and stuff, but every season should like address something.
Well, I think it does. Yeah, it doesn't come to a conclusion.
That's why they threw in Muse. Yeah, was so they could have a conclusion.
Yeah, and it's not a solid conclusion.
Give Daredevil some like villain to have to deal with.
Yeah.
For half the season.
Yeah.
And I didn't dislike Muse as a bad guy. Right?
Well, the problem is that the B story was the A story and the A story was the B story, right? Like, I feel like everything that was happening with Fisk, that felt more foreground when it shouldn't have been. And then you could have made the second season more about that, right? But the way it divided up attention made that the A story, which kind kind of leads to what you're saying. Like, it could have been like, oh, those could have been the strings that we could have seen come together in the second season. So yeah, I think that's why I like the tone of it all.
Or just don't split it into 2 seasons. Like,
well, I think
just go ahead and have a longer season.
They had too much to say and do with this, so I understand why it's in 2 seasons. More like I understand why it's going to take as many episodes to explain it all as it is in the end. Maybe they could have all been one
TV
season.
shows being like 20 episodes and stuff, and now they're all like 9, 8, 10. It's like, go ahead and make it 20. It's fine to make that one season.
Agreed. Your season should be as long as it needs to take. You want to split it in half?
Okay, fine, but at least call it one season, because that's not one season. That's half a season.
Yeah,
because it's half of a story. Not length. It's half of a story.
Yeah. Again, I mean, if they would have delved more into Muse, made that feel more forefront, then I probably would have been okay with this being its own season. But because all of this extra stuff was so apparent to the story, it's like you said, it makes it feel like it's only half a story, and yeah, I'm not as happy with that for sure.
But I do look forward to the second part, because that seems like it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Like, all the action and adventure is going to be in that season.
My other problem is that I haven't seen I only watched the first season of Daredevil, the old Daredevil show on Netflix. And I feel like there's not a whole lot, but there's at least a handful of parts where I feel a little confused about what's going on, the things that they've talked about.
I guess you probably don't really know his relationship with, like, Punisher. But
yeah, exactly.
Right, infer that pretty easily as well.
Yeah, you can infer that. That's not too bad. There are details there that are missing.
Deep relationship.
Yeah, but there's more
about
of
the lackluster relationship he has with that chick.
Yeah, so that was the thing.
I did not feel they had like any damn chemistry
in this show, or both.
In this one, both really, but this one more recently. Yeah.
Wait, do you mean the new girlfriend? In this new one? Yeah, that was like, they did not have chemistry for sure.
No.
I was like, because there's a minute there where I was
kill
like,
each other half the time.
Right? Yeah.
I thought she was like just his therapist or whatever. I thought they had a very professional relationship, and then he kisses her, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I guess it was meant to be a surprise, but it was like, this just feels weird.
I am surprised.
I am surprised, but I don't think it's in the good way you want.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do this as a medical professional. So yeah, that was weird. But yeah, like I'm definitely missing details on their relationship in the past that I feel like they touch on. Him and what's her name? The girl from the previous series. Is it Christine? I don't remember. On top of that,
Christine is that's Jessica. No, that's Jessica.
Jessica Jones' name is
Jessica Jones' real name is Christine.
Now you're thinking of that car that comes to life.
No, I think I'm thinking of a Breaking Bad character. Also that car, because I think about that car constantly. It haunts my dreams.
As well as
it should. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be careful.
You guys have seen it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I mean, no one sees it and lives to tell the tale.
Well, I did.
As you know.
I lived.
The boy who lived, that's who you are.
You just sound like a random car.
No, I saw it was Christine.
You see one of those self-driving cars?
What?
Too good.
It was a ghost. I'm pretty sure it was a ghost driving that thing.
Okay.
As long as you know.
It was red.
Wait, that's all the criteria. It was
car.
red.
That's the only thing it had in common with the car, Christine. It was the color red.
Christine was blue.
Now you're gaslighting.
No, he would never do that. What are you talking about?
Never even heard of that.
Really heavy on the gaslighting today.
I've been having beans lately. I'm very gassy.
That's
Wait, this is
not what I meant.
That's exactly what you meant.
God damn it.
that's what we meant. So yeah, Daredevil was fun. It's an okay show. If you haven't seen the old Netflix series, I don't think you'll miss too much. You might be confused at a few parts. That being said, the show is also a little confusing with its own references, its own storytelling, as evidenced by whatever her name is, the therapist, Christine, right? Yes.
Christine. Why not? I guess that's what we're calling her. I don't even know if that's a real name, but that's her name now.
Let me think. Anything else? Anything else? I don't think so. I mean, I know there's that one that I can't remember, but I can't remember that, so we'll skip it. We'll skip it for now.
Right on. Andrew?
Yes. Boy, did I have a week.
Did you want to go first?
Not really. Well, Frankie already went first.
All right.
Oh, I thought he was gaslighting us now.
I can't go first now. Took that away from me.
I did. I'm sorry.
But I'll go second first. You can go second.
First.
Second.
That's a good plan. I like this plan.
Yeah, I didn't actually do too much this week. We continue. Me and Christian continued our 28 marathon, watching the 28 days, weeks later. We saw Weeks. Not as good of a movie as Days Later. Definitely the weaker movie, and it's not even close. It's not great. And also, like, I forgot a lot about that movie, but like Jeremy Renner and Idris Elba are in that movie, and I didn't remember that at all.
I've never seen any of them, actually.
Oh, okay. I still haven't seen the new one, but
What's the new one?
28 years later.
Oh. Are there any before ones?
No. They didn't do this.
Yeah, I need a 28 years before, and then I'll finally watch it.
I mean, you just watch 28 Days Later, then. That came out like 28 years before this one. No, the times don't actually line up. That'd be cool. Like 28 weeks later came out 28 weeks after the first one. Mm-hmm. And then they're pretty close with 28 years later. I think it was like 25 years is when the first one came out. Or maybe like 20 years? Like 20 years. Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty
they
close.
blew their load too quickly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, watch that. It wasn't great. Not a great movie. But I guess it's important for the lore, you know. So when we come into the third movie, knowing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was just so like broken up. Like the editing and that is so like the when they want to show you violence, it was so like jumbled violence.
When
Like you see
it was
some
really hard
kind
to
of like
watch.
red smears and
Oh, I get what you mean. It's like it wasn't
hard to read.
depicted. Yeah. Hard to read. That's
real
good
hard to read. Which is, I get, it's fine. Whatever. Is what it is. But yeah, it makes it kind of like weaker than the first one, where they did do that like visceral violence, but they didn't break it down so much that it was unreadable, or put it in like lighting that you couldn't see at all what was happening.
Yeah. It's so weird when, TV shows or movies do that, because it's like, oh, you're spending the time to like choreograph this out. I mean, I guess maybe it's a thing when they're like, oh, maybe we didn't take enough time, let's hide it. But I feel like you want to show that off though, because it's the exciting bit, right? You would think. Well, that's exciting.
And let's see what watch. Are we watching other movies?
Didn't
We watched the rest of. We watched the new episode of Alien Earth, and that was exciting.
Oh yeah.
That show's been good. You been watching that, Frankie?
No, we're waiting until the whole thing comes out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to talk about it weekly and enjoy the show longer.
I mean, you can spoil it. I don't care for spoilers. Like, not like.
Okay.
I should say I don't
good.
care about spoilers. Like, it's fine for me.
It's good you don't care because you're gonna get them.
Yeah, do it.
Ooh, you gonna get them. I mean, there's not really too much.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything too much because
Pretty fun.
It's still relatively new.
That's okay. I mean, as long as we're giving people warning.
It's been very enjoyable. If you like Alien, it's got a good Alien feel to it.
When does this take place again?
Probably before 4
Okay.
Resurrection. It's got to take. Oh no, it has to take place before Resurrection. Weyland Yutani doesn't exist anymore in Resurrection. But that's like that movie's like 200 years out from, or like 400 years out from the other movie.
Yeah, it's like
it's a minute. Yeah.
One.
I think it takes place after Alien 3, where like Ripley dies. I think it takes place after that at some time.
Okay.
It's unclear. Well, I would imagine it takes place after the Romulus. Maybe it doesn't take place after Romulus. This movie. I don't know where it slots into the timeline. They probably do a better job of explaining on the show. Like it's probably like a year they gave me at some point. I could just match it up against years that they tell me in the movies.
Yeah. Just download the timeline.
But yeah, I can't be fucked to do that.
I think it's really good. They've done a really good job of like, it's more about like the companies and stuff like that, but they've introduced like a couple new aliens, which are really intriguing to think about.
Yeah, they have introduced some new alien species.
Timothy Oliphant is a delight. So, no notes.
No notes.
So is the girl. She's doing really good. So are actually like all of the teenagers, like the kids.
I don't even think the robots are supposed to be like teenagers. They look like adult
They're like-
robots.
Yeah, they're all like children though, like and adult synth bodies.
Well, yeah, they
Oh.
put all the kids in the robot bodies.
And so like everyone acts, they're all acting like really well. They're all acting like, you know, children. Which is silly and fun.
Pretty fun, yeah. That's been enjoyable.
Yeah, I can't wait to start watching it. Honestly, I'm waiting on Rianne to want to watch it. So, and we all know how she likes to binge everything. So,
yeah, I'm turning more and more these days towards just liking to not binge stuff.
It depends. For me, I've always been that way. Where like some things I want to take my time with, other things it's like, oh shit, okay, I'll watch it all right now. So.
Yeah, it depends on the show. I think that Daredevil show would have been better to binge, but they did do like that.
Maybe, because I didn't binge that one, so maybe it would have been. I don't know.
I don't know if I would like. I liked Murderbot. No, I liked Murderbot how it was, just being. I think I like most shows being weekly.
I like the weekly, and I've definitely come to appreciate it a lot more in like recent years.
I feel like it really like lengthens my time enjoying a show because I get a week off to digest each episode.
Yeah, I feel like I get to talk about each episode more so over like when you binge something and you just kind of talk about the whole season as a season.
Yeah.
Like that works for like podcasting and talking about shows, to talk about a whole season as one thing, but as like enjoying it throughout the week and stuff, yeah, it's way better.
Yeah,
I mean, it gives us more content on a podcast to talk about it. We can talk about the show every week instead of just the week it comes out.
that's true.
I mean, if we binge the whole thing in 1 week, it'd just be over. They did give us the option to binge, partially binge. I actually kind of liked how they handled the release schedule for Twisted Metal. I see what they were trying to do there. I think it worked. They gave us the episodes to binge that we would want to binge, and then did weekly release on the more episodic stuff.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I liked that. They gave us like the first 2 episodes because those are better watched back to back, and then they did weekly release, and then they gave us like the last 4 episodes or whatever. Give us a big finale.
Do you think that's how it'll be with Stranger Things, or? Because they kind of did that last season. Didn't they? Like
they
held off. They did the big finale at the.
Yeah.
They already announced that they're splitting it in half.
They're doing it in 3 parts.
3 parts. Okay, that'll probably be like that then. Like 2 halves of the season and then
the big finale.
And then a big finale, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that show should have ended a while ago. It's been diminishing returns on it.
Oh, I like that last season more than the 2 other seasons. The 2 previous seasons. I think honestly,
they just kept lowering the bar. Honestly, after the first season, I feel like it's really. I mean, it's not like it's been like terrible or anything. It's just.
I don't know. I need to rewatch it again because I feel like the 4th season, at least for me, was pretty close to the first season. That might not actually be the case though, because I haven't watched the first season in a while, so.
Well, I did come to find that it's I mean, that show's just for. Well, that show was meant to be like 1 season, and then tell a different story with different characters and stuff. Was how was what the showrunners had in mind when they.
That was the
put
intent.
It out.
Yeah.
But then the first season did so well, they're like, no, you just tell that same story again.
Play that same song.
And so yeah, they just had to keep had to keep putting out the same thing as the kids slowly turned into, well, I guess not slowly, the kids at normal speed turned into grown-ass adults.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I feel like season 4 was so much better, because like through the first and more so in the second and third, it was hinting at something bigger, and we don't really get that until, like, it doesn't feel bigger until the fourth
they didn't
season.
actually have a bigger then.
Yeah. So
didn't really have anything.
but I think that what you know, everything that happens in the fourth season, I think they did it pretty dang well. Oh wait, I have it in here.
Yeah, I'm still kind of on the fence on. I'm not sure if I'll end up finishing that show or not. I mean, I guess I'll probably watch the new stuff, but just because I've already invested in the show and have seen all the others.
Yeah.
I'm not super psyched about the new season or anything like that.
That's fair.
Much.
Yeah.
Hopefully it is good. Like I would like it to be good. I'm rooting for you, Stranger Things. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see soon.
Yeah. Twisted Metal. That show was great. No notes there. They did an excellent show. Finished that up, and you know, it was they finished the tournament. It's exactly who needed to win the tournament. Won the. So they did it exactly right. No notes.
They've done a really good job with that show, and if you haven't seen Twisted Metal, for anyone who hasn't, you should. You should watch Twisted Metal. It is way better.
That's no business.
Any right being. And it is just full on blessed. Anthony Mackie is just wonderfully great, and all the characters are well done. I guess it's just what you get when you take a show that doesn't have like a concrete
they kind of
lore or anything,
Everybody could just kind of make it their own.
But they've done a good well of
writers can play around with it how they want.
Of taking a show idea and wrapping Twisted Metal around it. And it's fun. With the TV budget and all, they use a lot of just silly props. They definitely look to their past, the game's past and stuff, for a lot of props and stuff. So they don't hate the source material. They treat it really well.
Yeah.
It's just a really
there's a lot of fan service there, I guess. I don't know. I never really.
There's quite a lot of it.
Christian assures me there's a lot of fan service there. But yeah, it's just hilarious. The writing's really, really good for for the budget they had, and you could really see like you could see the seams on it and everything. But I think they did a really good job with all their action sequences. You could tell that they didn't have a lot of money to do them, but for the budget they had, they're almost convincing. Pretty solid. They did a pretty solid job.
They're convincing enough for it to be fun, right?
Yeah. Well, not really, because it's not like it's not a serious action show or anything. It's a comedy. It's a comedy show first and foremost.
Yeah.
And that also
they really give all their characters. They always give their main characters enough time to shine. Like all the drivers, they give their little shining moments too and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
That's good. That's good.
Bunch of crazy characters. The
Last
guy who
week
plays
we got
Calypso is awesome.
Oh yeah, that guy just chewing up the scenery. Yeah, love that guy. Are we gonna have like a new Raven for the next season?
I don't know. She's gonna be out Zelda.
So we already had to change Ravens once.
Yeah, one of the main characters like changes, like casts, like the person changed, and they just like kind of make fun of it the whole time. Like she's not actually the same person. Yeah, it's the same name and everything.
Yeah,
I think it's her like granddaughter or something, or daughter. They're like related.
I don't even know that for sure.
I think they mentioned it offhand, but it's another thing that's not really that important. It's a comedy. Who cares?
No matter.
Really don't mind suspending my disbelief just because the jokes really land on that show. It's just a really good show.
Yeah, they just did a really good job. Writing team did fantastic. Prop team's done fantastic.
Yeah, the Will Arnett and Samoa Joe absolutely crushing it. The Master Blastery and the Sweet Tooth there, yeah.
Sweet Tooth has one eyeball showing, and he emotes with it more than...
He does more acting with that one eyeball than Anthony Mackie does in the entire show.
And that's saying so, because that's the Mackie pulling it out.
Yeah, really fun show. I tried out, played some No Man's Sky. Got a little disappointed by the new update. Although, I mean, also hopeful, but
Also,
they gotta like build your own ship update that is. It's really cool. It's really neat. I like what they're trying to do with it, but they're also it's so buggy right now. It's just it's basically unusable. So I can't really. I mean, I've tried out. That was what I was planning on streaming earlier. I think I've kind of played as much as I can, because as soon as you like get beyond the surface of the new ship building, it just all falls apart. Super bugged out.
That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll get it where it needs to be. I have all the faith in the world for Hello Games. They've really Cinderella storied that game, so
Yeah.
I trust that they'll get that stuff more where it needs to be at, but that did like just come out this. Don't rush on that for them or anything. It's kind of disappointing that I couldn't do that. And I've been playing Everspace more, although I did not like streaming on here today. I think that might have been I streamed it last week too. I think that might have just been the Streamlabs update itself causing me problems. This is the only thing that's really changed from last week.
Yeah.
But you know, that's okay. I'm sure that something wasn't playing nice.
Yeah.
Hyperspace 2 has been good. And then I'm just playing some classic Deep Rock Survivor here. That was something I knew would run on here. Or at least hoped, really.
At least hoped it would.
Surprised if it didn't run.
And I was wrong.
Did I watch anything else? Did much else? No, it's been a pretty boring week for me. Playing Everspace and No Man's Sky.
Hey, it's something.
Yeah. Got to let Hello Games cook a little bit on their new update before we try it out. Seems like they got something cool there, but it's not there just yet.
Noted.
Well, yeah, it's also a really big. It's like a pretty big addition.
It's a big mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah, big like mechanical addition over just.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
But yeah, that's about all I got. Still all of Christian's TVs to talk about too.
Yep.
That's fine. That's why we just talk about it together at the same time.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Crunch
You
it down.
can go into more spoiler territory on like Alien and stuff. You want just do a whole episode recap?
I'm scared of that. Honestly, like none of it's gonna make any sense if you haven't seen it. But
You're talking about that eyeball thing? I'm very intimidated by that myself. I don't know. I don't trust
terrified of that eyeball alien that they.
When he crawled that sheep and then like stood up and looked at them menacingly.
Yeah, when he stood.
I'm not
when
about
he
that.
stood up, I was like, oh, that's. You know, I've seen a lot of things, but I don't think that's good.
I don't trust crafty aliens like that.
Oh yeah, no, you can't.
No.
Yeah, I like the xenomorph. I get my head around xenomorphs. They're just hungry.
Yeah, more animal than anything, really.
Yeah. They're just doing their xenomorph thing.
That one, it looks smart.
Yeah, that one seems like cunning.
Yeah, I'm scared of it. I was terrified of it. Plus, like the idea that it would just like pluck out your eyeball and replace it, and then that like.
Oh yeah, the way
eject your nervous
that it
system and
works,
stuff.
it's very uncomfortable.
So then, my turn then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing the 20. We're doing the 28 days later watching, and that's been fun. The first one is such a good movie, and the second one is just such not a great movie. It was kind of boring. I was pretty bored with it most of the time.
Yeah, it feels like it goes on about 30 minutes too long. Also, I'm not sure where the ending is. Also, they kill off all the main characters by the second act, and you don't really have a lot of people to follow.
Yeah, well, that's not really.
I'm very confused by the whole thing.
Why? Why did I do any of this? What else did I do? I've been playing Midnight Sun still, making my progress in there.
Yeah,
almost have the Hulk unlocked, which is the last character to unlock.
Nice.
Getting through the DLC stuff, I'm kind of like mixing it up, letting the story, like I'll play a little bit of the story, do some general missions, then I'll play like one of the DLC missions, and it's been kind of a nice like, oh, this is happening kind of like simultaneously while all the other crazy stuff is happening. It's kind of added a fun little flair to it, I guess. Still playing through some RoboCop. That's been a pretty good, people were right. That is a better game than it probably ever should have been. Pretty basic, like shooter game, much like playing through like Wolfenstein or something like that.
Yeah.
You just go through the story. There's some like each stage you can go do a bunch of other stuff. You can go like arrest or like give off warnings and stuff to people as one of your duties in the map.
Do you
There's,
get to
like,
tell
secrets
anybody,
to find.
dead or alive, you're coming with me? Like, is there a button just purely for that?
No.
Oh.
There's not a button purely for that.
Unplayable.
Right.
Sorry to have ruined your whole experience. Really, it's my fault.
Agreed.
At least you know.
Damn.
As long as you know, then.
It's really brave of you to be able to own that.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna if I would have known you were gonna go ahead and hop out of that quick.
So brave.
So brave.
I don't like this.
What? We're complimenting you for knowing
Are
when you
you?
make your own mistakes.
It's the weird, like, insulting feeling I'm getting. It's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paranoid.
Yeah, exactly. Stop thinking about it too much. It ain't gonna help you. You'll just have something else to admit to later.
It's probably doing more of that gaslighting you were talking about.
Gaslighting you. You know what I'm talking about. I hate you guys so much.
We love you too, Stainslow.
Let's see. I'm playing some Time Loop Hero.
Time Hero.
Time Hero. No, I'm just playing some Loop Hero, which is fun game. What else have I done? Oh, I just got the new Heretical Fishing Audible book. So we're gonna enjoy that. But I'm re-listening to the series. It's book 4 just came out, so 4 books. Not a bad re-listen to.
Yeah,
it has cute sentient animals in it. So if you like cute thinking otters and crabs and other animals, you'll love it.
You had me at otter.
Right.
I know. It's the easiest way to get it.
Sure. Otter's my spirit animal.
No, otters are awesome.
Otters are pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, not much. I haven't really been doing a whole lot. We're gonna finish our 28 thing. Our 28 trilogy watching.
28 years from now. Playing it out in real time.
Got some other movies to check out. So we'll see. I got like Alison Brie and Dave Franco together. Horror movie, like body horror movie that came out.
Yeah, they're together in that movie. What's it called?
Together.
Yeah, they're both in that movie together. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the name of the movie that they're both starring in.
They're both in together.
Oh, now I understand.
Thank you.
Wait, I lost it.
Son of
These new elevated horror movies are just so confusing.
barely make any sense.
Okay.
But yeah, that's really it for me. Not much.
Okay. Oh.
I made a stupid move to try and do another loop, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna kill me.
Probably. That'll teach you.
And I blame you.
You
got
should.
greedy.
Right? You should blame me.
Blame you for distracting me. You're like, it's alright, go ahead, do it.
Hey, you're the one that decided to play this game on a podcast where we talk, so it's only your fault.
No.
Strong argument. I like it.
Thank you. This is the best argument I had.
I feel like it's the only argument you had.
The only argument you had. That's you.
Oh, I got him.
That does sound like me. Dang, that's a good impression. Well, yeah. Shall we call it there then? Anything else you guys want to mention?
Yeah. I hate you.
I love you too.
Yeah, whoever was shooting off fireworks in my neighborhood last night.
Still? I shouldn't say still. It's Albuquerque. They go off. Like when? I think it was like a week ago.
If you don't use them by the end of July, they go bad.
I just
That's
don't.
True.
I always wonder. Like, did you find these fireworks? And if you found them, Where the hell did you put them? That you lost them for 2 months.
I assume somebody did dig up some fireworks that they'd lost for 2 months. Yeah, that was my assumption on why people were shooting them off. But yeah, whoever did that, you missed your window unless it was Chinese New Year, in which case, happy Chinese New Year.
No, I think that's towards the beginning of the year, right? I thought it was.
Well, I thought it like changed because less days, right? I don't actually know anything about Chinese.
I think it does, but it still happens at the beginning of the year. Like it doesn't completely loop, right? I don't know.
Who's doing fact checking?
Let's see.
I don't care enough to fact check. Let us know in the comments how Chinese New Year works.
It happens in the spring. It's also it's known as a spring festival. So
these guys are way late for Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll let them know. Or I guess that is what I'm letting you know. Because I'm sure that my neighbors watch our podcast.
They might.
I guess they might.
If you were the one setting off the fireworks somewhere in Albuquerque,
you missed your firework window.
Yeah,
by a lot. And maybe it's for Labor Day. It's Labor Day weekend. So
oh yeah, that's true.
Maybe they're just doing some Labor Day. They were going to go to the lake, but
we'll give them the excuse.
How else are you supposed to support our laborers? Shooting off some fireworks.
That's true.
I mean, it's not actually Labor Day though. Shouldn't they do that Monday? Probably be doing some grilling Monday, I imagine.
Yeah, gotta get the fireworks out now so you can make sure your grill doesn't burn.
And people getting the last of the camp and then
what?
The weather starts to turn to shit.
Yeah, so that's it for the show. Thank you everyone for joining. Oh yeah, that's right. I have music to play, huh? As always, you can catch us here on the Twitch and the YouTubes. We are doing this now every Sunday at 11 o'clock, so subscribe to us. Like us if you like the content. You can go to our Discord, discord.classicgamerbrain.com, to join in there. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, YouTube podcast thing, whatever it's called.
You listen to a podcast.
Yeah, or you can go to our website to directly get the RSS feed. So wherever you find your podcasts, you can find us. Yeah. What do we got coming up this week? Anything?
Battery is sold separately.
That's fair. Because they're expensive.
Yeah.
Bottle guarantees guarantee to guarantee.
Only valid for a limited time.
Limited
Some states
time
may not
only. I know I'll be streaming on my channel tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll actually do some Hollow Knight. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. But yeah. Otherwise, you guys got plans for the streaming tomorrow, or today, later today, or later this week?
Later this week for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure
maybe
it's satisfactory.
Yeah.
Maybe tonight. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling. Because I had a little bit of a late night, so maybe I'll have some fun with that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah. Tune in, everyone. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week here on the 8-Bit Show.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, you didn't let Frankie finish about where we.
That's fine. He always does that to me.
We're here at the 8-Bit Show.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Wow. I mean, you know what? I'm unionizing.
I don't pay you. What are you unionizing for?
I mean, that seems like a good reason to unionize. Not even getting paid.
The unionize. I'm not even getting paid for this.
The union would help with that.
Would it?
I'd like to join your union, Christian.
Thank you.
You guys are done.
That's
Cutting you
over
off
50%
right now.
of us.
Okay. Love you too. Bye.
Union busting.
Damn it.
Over to the house.